Up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time. What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up. It's the morning time.
Down to the meeting!
What's up, people? What's up? How we doing? Good freaking morning. Happy Thursday, July. Almost said 7th. It's not a 7th yet. July 2nd, y'all. Good morning, MP. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. Way to get those 10K points. Kayla must have missed her alarm sleeping in. Good morning, sir. And good morning, Dylan. How you doing? What's up? How's everybody going? What are we up to today? It's almost the weekend, buddy. It is almost the weekend. We're here. We're gonna get after it. Yeah, buddy. It was a smooth day yesterday. Like I said, after those two intense days of Monday and Tuesday, last week, same thing. It was just Wednesday was chill. Wednesday was chill. So I was able to get in there, get the handled. Um, Yeah, so we're good. I'm not sure I like the length on top. I've been trying to grow it out. The sides drive me nuts, so I always take them short, but I just, short day for me to already 115 in the shop today. Damn, that's crazy. Fuck that noise. That is too much. That is too much. Heat wave out there, guys. Getting a few jobs done and then sending the guys home for the day. Yeah, that sucks, man. It's not easy to try to condition a shop. Um, Sometimes not even possible. Especially you guys are dealing with fumes, so it's not like you can seal it off and pump some cold air in there. I don't think that works. 8:30 a.m. or 1:50. Dude, who wants a gym membership? Just sweating. Just like 3, 4 dudes just sweating, carrying shit around. Yeah, that'll get you there. That'll get you there. That'd be like your workout for the day. I know you won't stop there, but MP got cleared to work out. What, yesterday was it? So that's dope. I saw that. Your photo was so funny. I have one dude who lost 50 pounds since last year, putting in the work. Yeah. Little sore today. Okay. Okay. Good. Good, buddy. Good. Get that soreness out of there. That's a weakness leaving the body. Is that what the saying is? Weakness leaving the body, or is that sweat? Who knows? Who knows? This is going to be the dominant MP show for the day. Totally fine. Dylan's listening to him. He's having a good time. Um, but yeah, yesterday was pretty smooth. I stayed here in the office for a bit, finished some final invoices for this remodel that we just closed out, or actually closing out today, which I don't think anyone's showing up today. Um, Shoot, I didn't even go there yesterday at all. I need to go today. I'm hoping the owner presents checks, then I'll swing by. But yeah, yesterday we pulled the toilet off the job site, so that's kind of like I'm hoping she's happy. She has her home back. There's not anyone bothering her. There's still like 5 or 6 things on the pickup list that we need to do. So I sent a final invoice, and then I sent the actual pickup list to them Uh, Guaranteed they won't read it. They never do. They'll just text me one by one the things that they think that I don't know about, which is absolutely the funnest part of my job. Morning, Jolly Jacko, over on Facebook. How you doing, buddy? How's your life going? What's going on with you? Me bums sore today. MP had his first workout, like real workout, since his hernia surgery. So he is a little sore today. How you doing, David? Um, oh, and then I didn't make I didn't make like a meal prep breakfast for this week. So I've been just kind of like basically just eating like hard boiled eggs and yogurt. And I forgot to bring hard boiled eggs yesterday. Also forgot today. So I went and slapped over on a one of my favorites, a breakfast burrito from this spot not too far from here. Super, super good times. So probably gonna do that again today. I don't know. I would love to stay in the office longer, but we shall see. Um, Couple inspections yesterday, so my big job is finally cruising. We got the pre-inspections for final framing, and then we're going to go for a partial final framing today. So that's exciting. Well, after that, we'll be able to kind of close up and do the rest of the waterproofing. I've been doing the BroFit Special protein powder and some oats and water. Interesting. I I haven't I've stayed away from protein powder all my life. I think I like tried it when I was younger, like high school or slightly after. It just gave me the runs, man. So I've just been like hesitant, and every time you buy it, you like have to buy it in these massive quantities. Like even the smallest container of it is still like if you buy the smallest container and it's whatever it is, 20 bucks or something, and the first scoop gives you the runs, what are you gonna do with the rest of that container? It's just you're just shot. My issue was I'm not really hungry in the morning, so I wasn't eating. Yeah, yep. I'm always hungry in the morning. I'm always hungry always, but in the morning for sure. Like half the time during this show, my stomach is just like, dude, go get some breakfast. Tired of this shit. We've been up for 2 hours. Let's go. Let's get this going. But I digress. Work's going good. Got home. Um, Wait, did anything else happen at work? No, all's good. Um, Got the haircut. That's what was the other thing. Slapped over the haircut, went home, talking about that and the ad above the chat for Tiger. Really? That's so funny. Good times. Good times. Good times. Um, so got home and then I ordered some new thermostats for the house because the ones that came with the house, they just like they run on batteries and the batteries like die so often. Um, and then the little like flip up door to get put the batteries in is just horrible, just a horribly designed thermostat. So I finally bought some Amazon Alexa connected thermostats. So I went around installing those two yesterday, and it requires power, so you don't have to do the batteries, which is awesome. But that required me to jump up in the attic and make sure that it was wired correctly. So that wasn't fun. So I think that really like took the steam out of my getting home early, all that kind of stuff. Had a late lunch. Um, was really debating on whether or not to go to Bentley's swim lesson or get in the gym or take Brooklyn to acai bowl. There's just a lot of stuff going on. And I ended up what did I end up doing? I ended up saying no to Brooklyn and then pissing off Bentley, which then made my wife upset with me. So then she took Bentley to swim lesson and I got the workout in. So yeah, wasn't my best moment, but we have a lot of those at the end of the day. It's called the Dominic special for a reason. Today's I was gonna say today's gonna be better, but today's gonna be the same because I'm at work. This is gonna be a long day for me. I'll come home super late, super tired, super exhausted, super short. But tomorrow's gonna be a good day. That's where it's at. Tomorrow's a sweet spot. Damn it, special. Like, damn it. Yeah, exactly. That's how I end the night. Like, damn it, Dom. You pissed everybody off. Yeah, Bentley was going around like just kind of like in like a energetic, obnoxious, like let's see how many people I can piss off at once scenario. Uh, and he was just farting up a storm and some real bad gas on this kid. Takes after his dad. And so he just like upset all the girls. And at one point I was like, dude, can you stop? Nobody likes you. And I just meant like nobody in this room likes you right now because you've been farting so much. And he took it like way deep. Like, nobody likes me. My dad doesn't like me. Dad said nobody likes me. Dad's right. And like went and hid in the under the stair closet and all this stuff. And my wife's like, hey, you need to come talk to your son because he's, crying in the closet right now. So not my finest moment, not my proudest moment. We have him. You say it and then, oh shit, we're yeah, it's that, dude. And it's end of the day, it's like I'm bothered that everybody else is getting bothered by this kid who's, just farting around like his dad because his dad farts around too. And he's my little mirror. Like I taught him that behavior and now he's doing it. Like, you know, I've been told a number of times by my wife, like, I really don't like how much you fart around the house. Like, honey, I know no different. So it's one of those things. So it's like we talk about. It's seeing your flaws reflected back to you in your children, watching your children bother other people because of stuff they learned from you, which essentially just means that you're bothering the other people, right? I'm a specialist at pissing people off, not with flatulence, but maybe verbal. Yeah. Yep. 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 Just helping save money on candy. That is not the case. Um, I am constantly getting sprayed with air freshener. There's been threats of air freshener bottles and cans being shoved in places. It's just all kinds of stuff. I've been told I need to go to the doctor. This isn't right. All this stuff. I know this. I know this. But yeah, we'll recover. We'll get it. We'll get it handled. He was happy and smiley afterwards. I played around, like all that kind of stuff. I just tell my wife, tuck that. Yeah, but is what it is. Must be a duck quacking. Yeah, it's you got 3 kids. Blame it on the kids, right? Um, I was watching Impractical Jokers yesterday, and they were doing one of these things where they were trying to teach some business meeting, and they had a graph that it said like it correlated like the number of farts you can let go in a business meeting depended on how many people are in the meeting. So it's like if there's just one person, you can't really let out a fart because you know it's going to be you. But if there's 10 people, you can really crack some rats off. Oh, this is a great show. This is why no moms are here, guys. This is why the moms avoid this channel. 11 viewers across all levels. Guys, you're tanking. You're tanking.
Down, do the reading.
Yeah, I know.
Down, do
Say it
the
again. Say it
reading.
again. Just get me on track, little lady. Um, Again, we're in a new month. What did we say yesterday the new month was? Wow, Kindle, you are not cooperating. I was just trying to help them become who they are. So right, we go from a month of working on ourselves, trying to figure out our flaws, our better and grow, get better and grow and improve, model, lead the way, all that stuff, to then falling right into the month of July, where we are going to help them become who they are, lessons in nurturing and discovery, right? So, yesterday we talked about nurturing. Yeah, except help them help us, right? Yeah, you have to. You have to. Crop dust the conference room. Ugh. Yesterday we talked about nurture versus nature. And then today we are talking help them. So these are kind of like the overarching topics that are going to be hit this month. And then as we get through the rest of the pages of the month, we are going to get into a little bit of the nitty gritty. So help them become who they are. Simple in theory, right? We don't want to sit there and uh, necessarily raise and what was the word they used? Mold our kids into spitting images of ourselves. Um, we are not, it's possible. Like there, everyone has a kid, every family, every other family, whatever the percentage is, where like the kid sees his dad or his mom, and they're like, I just want to be just like them. They got it going on. They've obviously done good for themselves. They made me, so they're correct in some way. And so you do, you might get a little spitting image of yourself or your wife. Um, but we shouldn't go into parenting trying to create and mold little versions of ourselves and say like, oh, I liked doing this when I was your age, so you're going to do that. Forcing our kids into the sports that we liked or the extracurricular activities, and then later the career or the job. We want to give them every opportunity possible. We want to, in some degrees, live vicariously through them. So maybe you wanted to do something like I brought up the other day. Like I kind of always wanted to play music and drums and guitar, but it was never really my calling. And I don't have an ear for it really, but my daughter does. And so stoking that fire in her and getting her, lessons in anything she wants, dance, whatever, has been really fun for me to watch her take that on and grow in that. And then same with Bentley, putting him in a drum set. Didn't really like it that much, but we tried. Maybe we'll try again. I think it's cool. Um, and just giving them, like I said, giving them as many available options, resources, classes, whatever they want to do. So when they come and ask you, like, "Hey, can I do this?" Obviously, you got to assess it. You got to figure out if it's something you can afford, if it's something you want to put onto the calendar. Maybe your calendar is already busy, or if you want to put it off to another year. But the other thing is like we do something where like we limit the kids to like two things, so that we're not getting to the point where we're doing like three or four or five items because you get 2 things per kid, you have 2 to 3 kids, it gets a little out of control for the schedule, so we definitely wanna try to do a little add and subtract. So, yeah, if you're already at your 2 things, you wanna try something new, like, which one are you gonna give up? Where are you at in the season of it, as far as classes or sports or what have you? Um, that's kinda the way that we do it. How do you guys do it? How do you guys get along with this kind of stuff? How are we how are we trying to help them become who they are? Right? What are we doing? I think it's all um at the younger ages, it's just about the experience. It's just about learning to be on a team. It's about learning the value of practice and consistency, showing up for the team and yourself when you don't necessarily want to. Like Bentley, obviously, after last night, um, hearing his dad be such an a-hole, he wasn't really feeling like going to swim class. And, so we kind of, like I said, had a little fun, joked around a little bit, lightened the mood, got him changed. And then, he went, crushed it, all that kind of stuff. Right now for the boys, it's just getting out there and discovering what they enjoy slash naturally take to. Yeah. And so spread it out, like let's try this one year, let's try that the next year, when they're young and even into like the teen years, there's still plenty of time for them to hit on something. Yeah, they may not if they don't start when they're in the womb, they may not make it to Olympian level, but I don't think that's what we're all after, right? I don't think so. That's not what I'm after for sure. Carson's loving baseball and basketball, Jackson loving hockey and video games. Yeah. And each one's gonna be different. So the fortunate and unfortunate to that is fortunately you get to experience more things, which has its good and its bad. Um, and then the other thing is that they get to be different. They don't have to compare themselves in baseball to each other. I've heard from a couple of parents. Well, my buddy Scott is one of them. He has both his sons in baseball, and one of them loves it, works hard, but doesn't have like a natural talent, so he struggles a little bit. And then the other one has a natural talent and ability, and he's the younger one, and so he just is excelling so much that he's actually kind of bored of it and doesn't even like it. And so his older brother's like, you know, there's a little jealousy aspect there. There's a little like how come he gets that? And again, they're young kids. They don't understand these things. It just is what it is. Some kids have that natural hand-eye coordination, can put the bat in the right spot and make it fly. That's my two. Jackson is natural and Carson is older and takes yeah. So Scott has the same thing going on. And that is a little bit with my girls too. Bailey's more of the athletic and Brooklyn's more of the artist. Um so you spend those first 5-10 years figuring that out as you put them through different things as we discover who they're going to be. And the one good thing I have to say at the end of it all is no matter what you do, there's always room for change. There's always room for growth. Given today's world and the abundance that we have, whatever they're doing now has a very high percent chance of not being what they're going to do forever. I'm sure most of us know this. We often change our mind. We often grow out of stuff and grow into stuff. Um, it's a very likely chance that we meet someone who you know brings us into a new thing. For me, it was a business coach that brought me into stoicism and the V Friends. It was my wife who brought me into the parenthood journey and all the stuff that we're doing, the traveling and the vacationing. So that I was doing when I was in middle school, high school. I don't even remember it. That was mostly was baseball for a while, girls, drugs, partying, shenanigans, destroying things, just being a turd. God, I hope my kids don't become turds. Bailey's evolving. Bailey's developing skill sets. Yeah, she is. Yep. Yep. The girl's doing good. I'm proud of her. We're coming up on that 18th birthday, 40th birthday for my wife. I got hit yesterday with the fact that I've been so focused on um work, self-care, like what we're doing this weekend, like the fun stuff, Tops Chrome, this show, all this kind of stuff that I literally have my wife and my daughter's birthday in like 5 days. I'm like not prepared for that at all. I think I relied on the fact that like the main thing that we were gonna go do that Bailey's been asking for is to get a tattoo. So we were all gonna go get one. Um, and so it's kind of like, well, that counts as a birthday gift, right? I don't I don't know that it does. Birthday gifts are never simple these days. We're throwing her a big party. So we got a lot of stuff for decor and shenanigans, all that kind of stuff is coming into the house. But my wife having the same birthday as her really, and my wife's not too thrilled about being 40. Like I was saying goodnight to her and I like got all close to give her a kiss and I was like, oh, you got a lot of like gray hair coming in right here in the front. Like, oh, you're gonna be 40 next week. And she looked at me like I don't know. I'm sure everyone's seen this face, but like, step away, dude. You about to get murdered. But I'm trying to lighten her up. 40's been absolutely amazing for me. I love it. Um, but man, she is not happy about it at all. So I think she's trying to like low key not turn 40. Uh, yeah, there's a bunch of like oh, for my 40th birthday, my stepmom got me this gift basket of like old man stuff. So like reading glasses, which I already have, and all that kind of stuff. Like a fall whistle. I can't remember. Just a whole bunch of like jokey like shenanigans. Like the kind of stuff that if I got my wife, it might as well also give her a note that says, I'll be sleeping in the guest room tonight. 40's a new 20, right? Exactly. I did get myself a shirt that says my wife is 40 and still hot. So, and then I got her a vintage 1986 shirt. Um, can't remember what else. Like some blanket that says a bunch of like weird stuff about being 40. And then one of the things that she's been wanting to get for a while for our backyard, I'm gonna go try to stop by and pick that up and get that set up for this weekend. I'm just hoping it's not gonna be like a limited stock issue, but she really wants to get some lounge chairs for the backyard by the pool, like to lay out in. So I think that's gonna be her big gift. I wanted to get shirts for this weekend. Mine would say, "I love the taste of freedom," and my wife's would say, "Oh man, you should have just done it." Oh, thank you. I love those t-shirts. Like this, the t-shirt game is just like through the roof. She needs to rock a black dress and be taken out on the town. T-shirt. Yeah, we're going out the weekend after, right? So the day of is mostly going to be about Bailey. But that following weekend, we're going out with the whole friend group and we're staying at a hotel in Newport on the beach. So that's kind of been the it's kind of been the plan for Amy's birthday. And again, that's enough, right? I don't know. 40 seems big. So I think I'm just having like second thoughts. I want to spoil her. She deserves everything, but at the same time, we're already doing a lot. So little on and off with that. Did I get through everything? I think I got through everything. It was a pretty rocking out show. The stoic lesson of the day is do the right thing. That's pretty simple, right? No, it's not. Um, and it's usually the hard thing, the more difficult thing. So when you're at a crossroads, you can usually feel it in your gut. You know, the right thing, the just thing, whatever it is that you're going through, it's usually the more difficult thing. You know, apologizing to your son after telling him no one likes him, telling your wife that she's right. That's always the right thing to do, right? Yeah. Age is just a number. I know. And that, look, I know that. You know that, David. We're remaking ourselves at 40, at 50, at 60, at whatever. Um, but my wife is, she's one of those girls. She just dreads it. Has always dreaded. Like her entire last half of her 30s has been, oh man, I'm coming up on 40. And I try to constantly remind her that these actually have been some of the best years of our life and our relationship and our parent journey, our friend journey, our new home, all that kind of stuff. These have been some of the best years. She'll get there. She will. All right, people. That's our show. That's our Thursday show. Say goodbye to this office and background. Be in my garage tomorrow. Will MP be there? That's the question on everybody's mind. I'll DM you the link, bud. Show up if you can. Anyone else ever wants to jump up, just let me know. I'll DM you. I'll text you the link. You can come up on here, talk about nonsense. I threw a 50 BA party for my wife, and it was so good. So good. Nice. Yep. They can be very fun. I'm just, I'm not right now. I'm not in that mindset of party planning. I used to do really good, elaborate stuff for my wife. Um, yeah, and she's done some pretty good elaborate stuff for me too. Actually, I think she's way outdone me. Mine's gifts. Hers is things. Hers is parties. Like she surprised me a number of times on a number of occasions. So GG's everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Amazing day. Appreciate you as always hanging with me, supporting with me, giving me the space to talk in your ear. It really brightens up my morning. That's why I keep inviting you all up here. This is a lot of fun. I know that some of you are in your car or sweating in your shop or getting your suit ready for your next business meeting. But honestly, if you ever want to join, I'm open for it. Right? Later, people.
What's up, bitches? What's up? Wake up.